Welcome along to Luxor Group headquarters in the city of Liverpool, and we're going to talk to owner Paul Nicholson about Liverpool as a buy-to-let hotspot, because a lot of property commentators, Paul, are saying that this is going to be very good for investment over the coming years. What's your view on that?
Yeah, I totally agree with him. The Liverpool market's very buoyant. You've seen London, potentially taking a slight knock, but Liverpool keeps going. I think it's mainly on the back of the strong yields. We have quite a lot of young professionals. When I started buying, as they say, the cluster patch where I've got mine, I did a little bit of research into the area. I could see the council were putting quite a lot of money into regeneration in the area. You could see some high-profile builders were going to be building in and around the area. So I started buying up the terraced houses when they were very much seen as not really the place to go. They were, low £30,000, renting for 395, 400 quid to DSS tenants. But you could see that the area was going to be coming on the up and the place to invest. Those properties now, we've seen a lot of young professionals, post-grads moving there. So these two downs are bought with the front living room and the dining room. We converted the fronts into bedrooms, 2 bedrooms upstairs. We're now getting £1,105 a month for that two down that I bought for £31,000. So the yields are quite strong in Liverpool. There's a lot of development, and the development does seem to be aimed at the investor market. You see a lot of off-plan sales. There's a lot of foreign international money coming over into Liverpool as well, just basically to attract, because of the attraction of that yield, which places like London really can't provide.
What else do you think is driving the kind of Liverpool market? Because it's a very high-profile city. There's lots of big businesses here, more coming, lots of good things to provide very good yields.
Yeah, there's a lot of employment being created, a lot of business space being created. Liverpool has a lot of heritage, but it hasn't been overdeveloped like some other cities have. So you're seeing a lot of developers taking advantage of that now and building on all these smaller buildings, taking them down and creating, decent developments.
Yeah, so the whole area's rising up.
Yeah, it really is. And it's not something, as I say, hasn't been seen before in Liverpool.
So, novice investors starting out, they'll say, I think I'm going to invest in Liverpool. But of course, it's a series of micro markets, isn't it? It's absolutely vital to know, almost down to a street granular level, kind of what's going on in the marketplace. So somebody starting out, would you suggest that perhaps a sort of 2-bed terrace is a good sort of low risk way to go? And kind of what areas would you recommend?
I mean, the 2-bed terrace is a great way to go. They're really attractive yields, but obviously you've got to understand these are older Victorian buildings. Maintenance is quite high. They're usually on the outskirts, so you're not attracting the young professionals that are in the city centres. So, you've got to be very careful and selective when you take on your tenants. That's one of the reasons I've took on a great lettings manager who really understands the market, but understands the letting process. You really have to fit our criteria to become a tenant of ours, because if you get the wrong tenant, we all know the disasters that can happen from there.
Indeed. And what about city centre apartments? I would imagine that there's a good, strong demand for them as well. Young professionals, again, that's the kind of property that they like, kind of the city living.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's always going to be demand all day for those types of properties. It's not something I've ever invested in, because I just feel I've always bought the freehold building that you control the underlying asset to. And also, you haven't got the effects of ground rent and the service charge deductions on your rent.
Now, your latest development is in St Helens, which is a little way away from Liverpool. Do you kind of also see a ripple effect out from what's happening in Liverpool?
Yeah, I think it's St Helens is perfectly in between Liverpool and Manchester, very close to good commuter routes near the vital motorways. It's a town that was really buoyant back in the day, had a very strong industrial presence, and it just seems to fail to keep up with the times. So I think with someone invested in the area, bringing a whole new vibrancy to the town centre, could see something new and good happening there.
Indeed. And just really to finish, somebody thinking of investing in Liverpool, a standard buy-to-let property, what would be your advice, your tips?
Well, it depends at where they're at. If they are, say, an armchair landlord, investor who looking for the yield, as I started off when I was a lawyer, when, time sensitive, I bought, the new build 3-4 bed houses with it. Got to have families in there, pretty much low maintenance because they're quite new. But if you're someone who's quite active and really wants to get involved and, you know, really grow your portfolio, you know, the multi-let blocks of flats, so you could get a block of flats, say with 5 self-contained flats, is a great way to really add value. You could structure the legal aspect in a really good way to really enhance your capital values.
Fantastic. So the future's looking bright for Liverpool in 2017?
It certainly is, and I think it'll keep going after that.